We must have 110 engineers in this building, and I can't get a picture. Oh, great. That really looks good. Is there anybody here that can fix this thing? It's television.
Here, let me have a look. Yep, it fits. Yep, it's right there. In the
Picture.
Well, it's just this button right here, I think.
No change.
Oh, honest to gosh, I don't understand. Men, get out of here. Here. America's favorite handyman has finally come home to Detroit. Tim Allen from Home Improvement. More with Tim when we come back.
Well, we're doing a little adjusting up there. Things are magic. What would you like, Tim? Jacket?
My jacket.
Okay. Once more, ladies and gentlemen, Tim Allen.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know what I'm doing. Hi, everybody. Hi. What am I supposed to... Aren't there enough engineers around to do this kind of thing? Okay. What? I don't do that? Okay.
Doesn't need that one. Boy, it's great not to even have to work for laughs anymore.
Give people money, they'll do anything, won't they? Hi, everybody. How you doing? Oh, appreciate
Is this the first time back home since the big hit?
No. I came home at Christmas, and then I came home. I was home about 2 months ago to put in my bulbs. We have a big garden, so we came home to
Little plant. Hey, how about being back in this building? I mean, you used to hang out here a lot, Tim.
Yes, John, I used to hang out here a lot. Boy, I can't remember. I've done a lot of stupid things here, haven't I? Yeah.
Yeah. You're a regular on Good Afternoon, Detroit.
Mm-hmm. And, I was going through, I have some tapes at home of things I did here when you guys were letting me do. I was nothing. Similar to now, but I was doing all those parodies. I can't remember all the stuff I used to do. Dr. Hershey.
That was one. Yeah. There were a jillion. There's just a lot of stuff. And now, Home Improvement. This is going to sound, I'm sure, hundreds, thousands of people have said the same thing, but this is the truth. Marilyn, I don't know where you were, up north or something, and I'm lonely at home, and I'm flicking around because I hadn't read the thing, and I hit Showtime, and there was a promo, Tim Allen Home Improvement in 8 minutes. I don't mean in Home Improvement, I mean Men Are Pigs. And boom.
Aren't they?
Yeah. And I watched it. And I loved it. I'm trying to say something nice, Tim.
I'm sorry.
It was good stuff. I enjoyed it immensely, and I thought, boy, he's going to go from here. And when was it? The following fall?
Well, it was after, I believe, Jeffrey Katzenberg and Michael Eisner, the two honchos at Disney, had seen the same... Had seen? Had saw. They saw it. They see-saw. They were sawing. They were doing
seen that there.
They'd seen that saw thing. And they were sawing what they see. See what they saw? Saw what they see. They had seen that show, John, and... I'm all right. I had a fever as a child for many years. And,
I don't know, Tim. I mean, big smash hit, #1 in the country on TV. Michael Eisner, about 10 years ago or so, Marilyn, wasn't it?
We met him, yeah.
We're in Walt Disney World.
He was a tour guide then.
Michael Eisner?
He was a gopher, Walt Disney World.
Was.
Is everything okay? Can I get you anything?
I think I saw him at Disney on Ice once.
Yeah.
He was goofy.
He's the one.
Do you remember watching those as a kid? That thing would skate up to you?
Yeah.
And there's a guy's head in the throat. Hi, kid. Oh! That scared me.
I want you to know something. I want to tell you from everybody here, we are so darn proud of you, aren't we?
Yeah.
I just think it's wonderful. Really. Let me ask you something. I know that you've been plugging away at this business for years and years and years, but did it seem to you when it started to happen, it really happened fast?
Well, to be honest, the Showtime specials, the comedy specials went real well because around the country people were starting to do some of the jokes, but obviously one of the producers of Moonlighting, who I know, told Bruce Willis the same thing. I'm not equating myself with Bruce Willis, but the same question. He said, in one day you'll lose a thing.
Your ratings are better than his.
Yes.
Yeah.
But hey. Okay. Can't go back to Hollywood because of that, Marilyn. Thanks so much. You lose your anonymity, and that's what happens when 27 million people see you. And for 12 years, I've been working around the country doing comedy shows, but all of a sudden, one night, 27 million people will look at you. And now I was in Montgomery, Alabama, on a way to another gig. Actually, to get to some of the concert gigs, I fly over the city I'm going to. We're supposed to go there. And the lady in Montgomery said, I've seen you. I know. And it's just like out of nowhere.
Doesn't that seem strange to you?
Well, and she has no idea. She said, what are you doing here in Montgomery? I said, well, I'm doing a concert at the Civic Arena. She goes, really? What do you do? I sing. I sing and I do a little...
They know you, but they don't know how or why.
They have no idea. And then
now, you came from a large family, 7 boys and two girls. Now, was your mom a single mom? Did she raise all those kids herself?
Well, when I was about 13, my real father was killed, so my mom raised the 5 boys. God, I got to get this right. 4 or 5 boys and a girl by herself in Denver.
Wow.
And she remarried her high school sweetheart back in Michigan. They both went to, his wife had died, and they married and moved back here.
So that was your stepfather?
Stepfather. And he's done a wonderful job, and we had a great life, although it wasn't. We moved here right during the riots.
Yeah, you were born here. You were.
Well, that was, I mean, for boys, we're going, hey, great, look. Well, I mean, you little boys, you're going, look, there's tanks, man. This is great.
Yeah.
This is going to be a great city to live in.
We can take play guns out on the street.
There's serious war players here in the streets.
Oh, serious. Now, the things that happen to you as kids, with that many kids in the family's got to be some really hilarious things. Do you relate to that? Do you have any... well, I'm sure you put some of that into Home Improvement, don't you? Some of the things that, since you have 3 boys.
Well, the best part about it is that I know those boys are thinking, and they'll run stuff on everybody else in that studio, and I go, come here. Because I'm halfway between their worst friend, because I'm older than them, I can get away with anything, their older brother and their dad. Because I get them all during the day, and I end up, I'll make the middle boy, Jonathan, laugh. So he gets in so much trouble because right behind him, he's doing his scene. I'm going, and they can't see me. And then he's laughing. The director goes, John, we got to work this. This is professional. He goes, I'm sorry, but Tim is making me laugh on you. I go, hey, I'm just standing here, buddy. This is you can't handle the heat. Yeah, you can't handle the heat, pal. Get out of the kitchen, buddy.
We got to take a break here, Tim. We're going to come back with Tim Allen and a lot more surprises for Tim too, probably.
If you or someone you know are in an abusive relationship and want to know how to get out of it, we need you for an upcoming show. Call 827-9336, 827-9336.
Okay, thank you. We are back with Tim Allen. I've been told that the truth is the comedy career started on a dare from a friend. Is that right?
That's correct. A good friend, Ed Head's son, who used to be a voiceover at WJR, his son Eric Head, and I used to out of college, had really nothing. I wasn't getting my act together. I was working up at a place in Birmingham called The Sportsman, and he used to come in and worked at Dunn Blue, making blueprints. We were both making about $3 an hour, and I was folding sweaters one day. He goes, there's a career. There's a career. Because I was good at it, though. I got the wool ones here and the cotton blends. I was new. There you go. And because I worked for an ex-Nazi, evidently, and I'm kidding Gunner, wherever he is. He wanted the sweaters perfectly, and we used to go back and forth, laugh, and he says, you should try that comedy castle, Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle, which was out in Orchard Lake at the time. I kept saying, no, I'm not going to, no. And then one day, it was just one of those, a good moment when you decide that you're going to take the dare, because it seemed like a stupid thing not to do. So I went in my basement and wrote 30 minutes of jokes. That I still use one, which my manager, it's so old, I wished I could cook the doughboy. I always think, you know the Pillsbury doughboy? Wouldn't it be a great scene to have some old woman, the little senile, grab him instead of crescent rolls? Huh? And he's in there in that oven beating on that little window.
I like it.
I love it.
How did you eventually land the role of Tim Taylor?
Well, as I said, Katzenberg and Eisner, these two big wheels, and again, being from Detroit, that's not my business, so it wasn't a big deal to me, but I said, well, what an odd thing that those two men want to meet me. I thought they met somebody else, went to the improvisation on Melrose in Los Angeles, and sure enough, Michael Eisner came in with the whole goofy brigade, no pun intended. I mean, they all had Mickey Mouse hats on, and
Michael Eisner, by the way, is the kingpin of Walt Disney Productions.
Yeah.
All of them. He's the number one guy.
Big.
And a real
Very
nice
big.
man. I mean, a real gentle, nice man. He came in, and they sat down and watched my show, and he finished the show, and he said, you're as funny on person as you were on that video. Tomorrow we'd like to sign you up for a development deal. And we went out to Disney, and I said no.
And you called, who was the first person you called when you got the news that you were signed up?
Well, actually, I called my lawyer and said, we hadn't really signed. The first deal was they were not specific about it. They wanted me to do actually a remake of that dog and the thing Tom Hanks did, the movie with Tom Hanks.
Oh yes, the dog, the big bulldog type.
Turner and Hooch.
Turner and Hooch.
And
I knew it. That was just a test. Thank you.
Disney wanted to do a sitcom about that, and they offered that to me, and I didn't want to be rude, but I had a pretty good comedy career going. I said I really don't want to do that, and the whole place went, apparently you didn't hear us. And I came home, and I went to New York, and then I kept saying no, and my lawyer said, the worst thing you can say to Jeffrey Katzenberg at Disney is no. Don't wave your hand like this, sir. Don't ever do this. There's a guy waving.
You get nervous when people wave
I'm
their
armed.
hand.
I'm heavily armed. Don't do this. I have a Makita right here, and I know how to use it.
Let's take a look at a clip from Home Improvement, okay?
Oh, gosh, you wouldn't believe it. It was the best interview ever.
Really, today?
Oh, yeah, I nailed it. There is no way on earth that I am not going to get this job.
The Earth is such a big place.
Oh, really, really? You should have seen me. I was so impressive. I looked this vice president right in the eye, and I said, is that grease on your hand?
No. That's an electrical burn.
Did you touch the dishwasher?
Did I touch the dishwasher?
You're a dead man.
Jill, hold on.
What did you do?
Jill.
Show me what you did.
Boy, are you cute when you're panicking. That big vein in your forehead just sticks right out.
What the hell is that?
That is the power source to your new dishwasher.
Take it out.
No.
No, take it out now.
You don't like the fact that I improved the dishwasher. Remember that yolk that wouldn't come off the plate this morning? Watch this. Hear that hum? That's a Finley 2-stage 5-horse blast master compressor. Air delivery system is 18 cubic feet per square minute. That should say testosterone right on there. Because that is a man's dishwasher. Hey, Mark, you didn't tighten that hex bolt like I asked you to.
We're going to take a break here. If you have any questions or comments for Tim Allen, give us a call at 298-6161. There's a lot still to come. We'll be right back.
Do you have a child who just doesn't seem to fit in? Is he sometimes labeled a geek or a nerd? If your child doesn't fit in with the rest of the kids and you'd like to help him out, we want to hear from you. Call 827-9336 now.
Well, on Home Improvement, Tim, you're kind of portrayed as the model husband and father and goofball and Mr. Fix-It who doesn't work. However, we really want to know the deep-down dirt and all the secrets about you. So there are 2 chairs on one side and 1 chair on the other side, and we're going to fill them up with some friends of yours, Jeff Allen, Jerry Mead, and Charlie Wilson.
Hey. Hey, buddy. Oh, hug you. Charlie? Hey, buddy. Oh, man, we're going to get it. This is a real bad
Oh, yeah. Now it comes out. Okay, guys, let's spill it. Who wants to go first? Jeff?
Yeah, I suppose I'm going to go first.
You're the youngest brother.
The youngest brother, yes.
Yeah.
And,
the little baby of the family.
I actually had to do a little bit of research for this, mainly because I'm the youngest of 9, and Tim fits in as the 3rd oldest. So I called around a little bit and just...
Get that eye. Get that eye.
Yeah, there's a couple of them I just have to share. The one of them is his oldest brother, Dave. Tim fancies himself as quite a driver. But one of his first lessons at driving was...
Hey, look at the time. Look at the time. Hey!
Was in David's Barracuda.
Oh.
And up on Gloucester there, Tim made a wrong turn, as it were, and...
A cat.
Yeah.
A cat.
But David ended up taking the fall. They switched seats real quick so that David...
I didn't have my license, and I've never forgotten my older brother. He shouldn't, nobody would have done that for anybody. I know how to drive, sure I do. And I tried to make a left-hand turn, and and I panicked, and I started crying in the car, because I had a permit, and I was really into that wall driver's ed.
Yeah.
Wall
Hey, Jeff?
driver's ed.
Sorry.
How about the chipped tooth?
Oh. Now, this was a little bit... I had to clear this with 2 or 3 of the family members, just whether it was okay to do this. How old were you?
Look at the time, Jeff.
Yeah.
But you got to get back to school, buddy?
Yeah, anyway, I think it was 4 or 5 years old. He was in the bathtub. And the next oldest from me, his younger brother was Bruce. And he was taught the word gooner. Or,
goose.
Goose, that was it. It was one of those G words. I was trying to be real... I was trying to let this slide. Anyway,
that's the last time we bathed together.
Yeah. Anyway, Tim ended up chipping his tooth because of a well-placed goose, as it were.
Thanks for bringing that to our...
The truth is, our producer had a pretty tough time getting stories like this out of you, Chet, because you really admire this guy.
Oh, yeah. It's very difficult to come up. I mean, nothing but admiration, really. And that's odd to say as a little brother to an older brother. But his birthday was just recently. I sent him a letter trying to explain some of that. Just
very nice letter it was, by the way.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Now, Jerry Mead, you were his college roommate.
Oh,
Ah, now we get the dirt. Okay. Well, how did the women like him?
Well, Lisa, I talked to Lisa earlier in the week, and she wanted some dirt, and there was probably several stories I could relate, but none of them I could relate here on television.
But that's what we want.
Well, I signed a piece of paper, and I think I could go to jail or something.
Well, was he a guy's guy, or was he a ladies' guy, or
you
was
call me
he
homosexual?
a nerd?
I think she called me a homosexual, didn't she?
I think she called you. We were close roommates.
Yeah, stop that. Oh, God, it reminds me of some good old times.
Very good roommate, right?
Now, Tim was actually Tim was very lazy, actually, when he was in college. I know he works very hard now, but he was very lazy. He was a classic couch potato.
Yeah.
Tim would actually lay on the couch for days on end. And he didn't watch sporting events. It was soap operas and commercials.
Yep.
Loved television. Loved television.
But he got through college.
I think he paid somebody to get through college. I don't know how he did it, but he did do it.
Charlie Wilson, I think he was talking about your place a while ago when it came to stacking sweaters and things.
Yeah, absolutely. Tim thought he had a career sorting cotton sweaters and whatnot. And, Tim was a great salesman, as you guys know, and he liked, and there used to be a guy at our store. It was called the Sportsman in Birmingham years ago. We had an old guy named Leo Renault who worked behind the gun counter. And Leo was head of knives, binoculars, and guns. And if you imagine this guy, and Tim was supposed to be down in the lower level selling socks, cotton sweaters, hiking boots. He loved hiking boots. And he always said, you know, I'm going to go up and talk with Leo about the guns. Play with that. He had an affinity towards binoculars,
Yeah.
knives,
What did he do with the binoculars?
It was an all-glass store, so you could kind of watch people walking by.
Well, there also is that there was a woman in that one, 555 that used to dress in front of.
Oh, right.
Oh,
yeah,
shoot!
There's
I'm
an
sorry.
apartment building.
Well, that's how you should have good Zeiss binoculars. Where now, if you look up there at the 555 building, that left, people go, "Damn, these are nice. Look at that." Woo-hoo-hoo.
Can you imagine somebody living in 555 watching this right now and saying, wow.
Wow.
Was it me?
Well, it's not Punchinello's.
He wasn't too big on
Punchinello.
helping people with shoes, though, I understand.
No, he wasn't. You know, imagine the guy, I'd like a hiking boot. And Tim go, all right. And you go out, bring the box, hand the box to the person. And, you know, I'm not going to put those shoes on you, fella. Ooh, bad stuff like that. But Tim was a great salesman. I mean, imagine having him wait on you years ago.
Except for shoes, maybe. What was this? How come you didn't like putting shoes and boots on people?
Well, these days, when we sold hiking boots, they look like ski boots. Remember those big Basque ski boots?
Sure.
And they were like real tough to sell because they had to be painfully uncomfortable to work. So you'd get people in and they go, "Oh, these are just horrible. Perfect. So you had to sell, and oh God, the back room at the Sportsman, you'd go back there, and it was just so jam-packed in there. But I was talking about his partner,
My stepbrother,
his
right.
stepbrother, who wanted everything perfect.
Yeah.
It's got to be perfect. Vacuum the floor. And I had one time so many calls coming in. His dad calls me up and he goes, "Tim, you know, you're a good salesman, but we can't have any more phone calls," because I was doing auditions for commercials, some comedy. Right while I'm talking to him, his private phone rings in his office. "Hold on a minute. Huh? For you." I actually got a couple.
Well, I know you did a lot for the business because it's a restaurant now, Tim.
Yeah.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, John.
Yeah.
I do know that now it's tool time is what you do for a living. And you are known as America's favorite handyman, coast to coast. So we thought maybe we'd have, you know, a little thing where you could kind of demonstrate this craft for us, okay? We'll get some volunteers from the audience, and they'll work with us, and we're going to build something here, and it's going to be great. Tim, you're going to love it. Guys, thank you. We'll see you later with Tim. We'll be right back.
Would you like to trade places with the opposite sex for one night? Kelly & Company is looking for singles with a great sense of humor who are willing to let us transform them for one evening. If you want to find out what it's like for the opposite sex, call us at 827-9336, 827-9336.
It's going to be great, huh? Yeah. Oh, yeah. As soon as I get this. Well, is that what I got to do, too? A lot of that. A lot of that. Al? Okay.
I don't think so, Tim.
And we got these guys. They're all here.
Well,
Okay.
say,
And we're going to
okay.
do that, right?
All right.
What are we doing? I can't. We're gonna. These parts. They're gonna go. That's part. That's it.
That's what it looks like.
It's called a flower box, right?
Right.
Well. Okay. Wait a minute. I gotta get my belt on.
You can see you've done this a lot, John.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You're my idol, Tim.
There we go. That's.
Come on. Listen, I'll just put the tools here.
All right, John.
And
I've always been a big fan of yours, John.
Thank you, Tim.
You're
my hero now. Used to be.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, now, first we got to put our, the base together. All right, so we got a lot of that. Just do that a lot. All right.
Boy, there's a lot of slapping going on here.
Your hammer should be 13 inches long.
Got it. 13.
All right, we got to put in some things there. Toe it in.
Okay, got that.
See right here, line it up. Make sure you get your grooves open, gentlemen.
Grooves open?
No idea what we're doing. Just go like this. Start the nail. There we go. Okay, that's a bad one.
Nail it?
Make sure I don't know how you get. See, the base has got to be in this. So you know.
What the hell is that doing on top? I know better than that.
All right, start a nail. This is like going nowhere. Okay, call the cops. See, you got to start your nail. Okay. All right. A lot of that. All right, now, bad wood. Yes.
John!
What?
John, you're looking dangerous already. He's picking up a hammer!
Now,
I can do this.
all right. All right. I'm just guessing, but I think I know what I'm doing. Get this done.
How much time is left here?
Wait.
2 minutes? Oh, my God.
Somebody's got to get it done in 2 minutes,
This will
otherwise.
take another... You know what's wrong with this picture, girls? There's no women here.
What?
No women.
This
up
is
there.
man's work.
Hey.
Well, you're taking a long time. You haven't even got the base done.
That wasn't right. Yeah, you had your, Yeah, you weren't square there, fella. You weren't square there. He also gets real mad at me. Look, man, I get to keep it if I build it quick enough. Gee, where'd you get it? Wait a minute. Hold on.
Wow.
Well, I got the wrong pieces. This is,
Huh?
Is it
You know, summer's going to be over and the snow's going to be flying by the time you guys get that
Well,
done.
then we have to winterize them. But it's insulation. Well, this is a little sled rebuild. Hold it. Wait a minute. Who's got it? All right, have I done a good job at...
Well, not bad, John. Not bad.
Oh, these boards.
Oh, we're out of time.
What?
Darn it. Tim, I'm sorry. Guys, I'm sorry. We're out of
The
time.
guy in the pink shirt did a
We'll have
pretty
to
good
finish
job.
this later. And thanks to Builders Square, I'll never be in again.
Did your hormone imbalance destroy or nearly destroy your marriage? We want to hear from you about an upcoming show. Call us with your hormone horror story at 827-9336, 827-9336.
Hello. Woohoo. Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo. Ah. Ah.
Since you're endorsing Builder Square now, did you change that in your stand-up act?
No.
From Sears to...
No. That Builder Square is a business venture. Sears is a joke. Good night. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Yeah, what are they going to do? What are they going to do, sue me? No. I went to Chicago to see the Sears Tower. You know, there's no tools in that whole building. I just thought you'd be alarmed at that, maybe.
Yeah, I just wanted to say something. We all wanted you to know how much we really, really like Al.
Come on. Oh, yeah, we all like Al.
Guy looks like John Ehrlichman, and he likes Al.
Yeah. Nice hat, fella. I like the word fella.
Where did you graduate from and what year?
I graduated from Ernest, that's Ernie W.C. Home in 1971.
Thank you.
And you went to Western?
I went to Central Michigan for 3 years and Western for 4 years.
4 years.
And then Caltech, Harvard, and I went to Cambridge. Just for a short period of time. God. What?
Tim, I just have a comment. I just want to let you know that I think your show's great. Tuesday night, 8:30. Everything stops in our house and we watch your show.
This fall, Wednesday at 9.
Wednesday at 9?
Yeah,
This fall.
Oh, okay.
They moved the show.
I'll make sure we change that. And another thing is, Matt Williams, the producer of your show, is like family to me. And I just want to let you know, the show that he did before was Roseanne, I
Right.
know.
Who, then are you cousin?
Angelina Fiordalisi.
Right.
His wife used
his
to live
wife.
across the street from me.
Ah.
Before she got married and all
And
that
she used to
stuff.
be Matt Williams, the producer of our show. His wife, Angelina
Right.
Manicotti or Provolone.
Fiordalisi.
I'm just kidding. She was one of the best the University of Detroit ever put out, one of the best actors.
Oh, yeah.
Actors, and
Yeah.
her teacher,
Great.
David Regal, was contacted by Disney to teach me, and he and I have known each other. We've done commercials in Detroit for 15 years. It was the funniest thing. He goes, Tim, it's David. I said, hi, Dave. Disney wants me to teach you how to act. We both laughed, but he actually did teach me a whole bunch. He's one of the best, right here in Detroit.
Yep.
Hello, Tim. Hi. We also enjoy your show. It's nice to have a show the whole family can watch. And my son, he's 4 and a half. He had a real toolkit when he was 4 and a half for Christmas. He didn't want one of those plastic things. We just put an addition on our home. But his question was, how much of the tools did you already know about, and how much did you really have to research to show on the show?
Well,
Very good question.
most of the, to be honest with you, most of the, any automotive stuff I know more than most of the writers. The tool stuff it's like home improvement stuff. Most of it is pretty obvious. We had Bob Vila on the show once, and I realized how little I know because he knew a lot, and it was almost like life imitating art. I was the whole time going, well, you know, you could frame a door and you like that, couldn't you? You couldn't? No, yeah, I wouldn't do it that way either, because most of it I look at myself, and I think they'll find out later the character is similar to a medical supply salesman who knows, he sells, so he knows, like whoever sells the sutures for doctors probably knows almost all about surgery but can't actually do it. And I sell tools for Binford, and that's how I got the job. This is in the character, so I know a lot about tools, but I really don't know exactly what to do.
Huh? Oh.
Hi, Tim. I just want to say I love your show, and I want to know how long before you started, and by the time you hit it big, how much time elapsed?
Tim, can you hold the answer? This is called suspense through commercial break. Tim is holding, and we'll be back after this. You can breathe.
Does your teenager think she's fat even though she's thin? Are you concerned she's starving herself just so she'll look like the other girls? If your teenager's diet has gotten out of control, we want to hear from you. Call us at 827-9336, 827-9336.
Held it a little too long there.
Yes.
Gentleman asked, how long did it take from when you began Comedy Castle to hitting, scoring big?
79, March 12th, 79, I went to Mark Ridley's the first time until it would be July of last year. Stop yawning, young man. This is not the place for it. Before I forget, though, I wanted to say, without brown nosing, that I am such big fans of these two, John and Marilyn, because they've had this neat show through all the Mervs and the Donahues and all the cheesy shows. Isn't this kind of a neat show to be on the show? Good people. I'm so cool. And this station, the crew here is just marvelous, and the lighting people. The people that do the linoleum work, it's just such a sad thing.
That's not overkill,
We're just
is it?
doing
No.
a little mom and pop show, and you're a big star. You are a big star.
Yeah, but you've been stars for a long time.
Oh, Ralph. Okay. Here.
Okay, Tim, my kids, Tom and Shannon, have had the pleasure through the past 7 years of working over there at the Allen household. And I just wanted to ask you if you remembered the time when Tom, you guys were out of town, and he was left in charge of taking care of the animals and the lawn, and it was about 90 degrees temperature, and he left the hose on, but the spigot off so that the hose blew up and flooded your backyard.
Well,
And he'll love me saying
Art
it.
imitates life.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
well, her son's done some very fun things. Tom has been a great guy to have around because he helped do yard work, but he just grew up, went to Michigan. He turned into a young man. At one point, he was riding on my tractor. This is a funny story. Well, other than I came home one day and I turned on my stereo. It was like, Tom, will listen to the stereo when I was gone? No, Mr. Allen. No, yeah, right. I saw him go by on the lawnmower. I have a lawn tractor, a John Deere 160. It's got a mulcher.
Yeah, John Deere.
So I saw Tom go by. He kept going by the house, and then one time the tractor went by. I heard it go stop, and the kid ran by the living room going. He took his shirt off. His shirt flew on the ground, and he kept running around. And of course, I'm laughing because it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. He comes over the door, and he's got yellow jacket welts all over his face, and he's like his face all swollen. He goes, I think I better go home. I don't feel so good. You know, and Jesus. So he went home, and the swelling subsided.
No, it didn't.
I said, you get right back here. I paid you, it's 10 cents an hour. And he comes back, and I said, where's this, the yellow jacket nest? We both found it, and I wish someone else was in the house, because I said, I'll take care of this. I stick the spray from about a mile away. The next scene was both of us going.
Tim, we've got to take a break, and we've got a very interesting telephone call coming in when we come back. Okay. We have a telephone call from Ms. Arner. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hi, Tim.
What'd I do?
I'm so proud.
Now, you
of him.
taught him, didn't you?
Yes, he was my high school English teacher. I was his high school English teacher.
Yeah, you get it right, Miss Arner. All right, I'll come over there and I'll knock you out. This woman was the worst teacher because she's the best. I mean, I've never forgotten her. I've never forgotten what you did.
You're sweet, Tim, but you should tell him your last name. I know why you changed it.
That's real funny, Miss Arner.
I love you anyway.
My real last name is Dick, D-I-C-K. Is that what you wanted to hear, Miss Arner? You just wanted to hear it, didn't you?
Oh, I knew you, Tim.
It's Timothy Allen Dick, and
Are you kidding? Is this for real?
No.
The reason this is funny is because the first time I did your show, your producer said they wouldn't put comedian Tim Dick up on the screen.
I think I know who that was.
Yes. But I also want to say, Miss Arner, I got the worst grades. I mean, I failed your class, right?
You did not fail, Tim. You were the best comedian in the class.
Well, yeah, you don't get me. But also, she knows how to cook a hard-boiled egg. Remember you taught Laura Matthews and myself how to cook a hard-boiled egg? You take it out of the water and let it sit in the counter for a while so it doesn't get all that green stuff around the yolk.
I mean, eggs aren't supposed to do that?
You do.
No, but she knew so many things.
Thank you, Miss Arner.
Thank you. I'm real proud of you.
That was great.
Thanks, Miss Arner.
All right, Tim. Now, Tim, we've got something for you, but you've got to make a promise.
I just don't bring any other teachers around.
Whatever it is, you've got to wear it on the Home Improvement Show. It's a Kelly & Company sweatshirt and a hat.
All right.
Promise? Will you?
I can.
You wear the hat?
Yeah.
There's one more little demonstration here and something for you. The great tool belts of the world. This is Tom McKinnon of McKinnon's Restaurant in
Hello,
North
Tom.
Carolina.
Blown up duck.
Tom and I,
yeah.
You know, real men wear barbecue belts when they barbecue. I think you ought to put that on.
Matt, Nick.
Put it on around that, see? Got a little, hold to,
What is that thing?
And this is,
Wait a minute,
your
hold
lighter.
on. Hey, I got this.
That's to start the charcoal,
Great.
right?
Starter. Starter.
Show us the
Little
basting
bear.
brush. I
Oh,
like
you got the basting brush. Don't let that baby go.
Did you design this? You designed this? Oh, is that wonderful? What a
belt.
neat
Makes you get
idea.
tasty, you know. You're
Turn
all
around so we can see the belt on you,
Yeah,
Tom.
see?
That's
Model,
it.
please stand. Please stand.
A little commercial here.
Tom McKinnon and the barbecue belt.
Thank you.
Did your marriage not make it to your first anniversary? If so, we want to talk with you about an upcoming show. Call 827-9336, 827-9336 now.
I want to thank Tim and the whole audience. It was a great morning, a lot of fun. And now this is for the Michigan Humane Society. You're going to wear that on the show, too. We're really dressing you for the next year.
Bark, 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 bark.
Home Improvement, by the way, will have a time change starting this fall. It's going to be aired on Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock, right?
Right after Dookie Hoosier.
Yes, we remember him.
Oh, that's the one from Indiana. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's it. Tim is also appearing a little insider there.
Yeah,
You explained.
Good night, everybody.
At the Birmingham Theater, September the 9th, for the Forgotten Harvest Benefit. If you'd like more information on that one, call 557-GIVE.
And a special
Forgot
thanks
the Fox,
to
too.
Builder's
Right.
Square
Sold out,
for the flower boxes.
Who?
That was a funny
Builder's
name.
Square. You gotta
Builder's
thank
Square.
Builder's Square, otherwise they'll nail me, duct tape me to a wall somewhere.
He is at the Fox. You're sold out at the Fox.
Yeah,
Sold out
sold
there.
out. That's wonderful. Well, as you've noticed, these are our pets of the week. We do this every Friday. They're 7 weeks old, and as far as the Humane Society knows, they're mixed Pekingese. They're brothers, and their names are Panda and Pongo. Listen to that. Call the Central Shelter of the Michigan Humane Society at 872-34...
Oh, darn it. Look at all I've got.
Got the baby jaw.
Oh, Pongo.
We had that happen once.
Jeez, eat some roughage, Pongo.
Your brother Jeff really looks like Dana Carvey. Did you guys notice that? And Tim says Jeff can do him, Tim, better than Tim can do Tim.
Yes, you can. That's all we're going to say about that.
You don't want to talk show or anything like that, do you?
On Monday, we're going to get some great ideas on how to have the best summer wardrobe on a budget. So have a nice weekend. Remember, Pongo and Panda from the Michigan Humane Society North Shelter.
Tim Allen.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Tim. Have a good weekend.
This is a cute dog, yeah.
Today's guest will receive a bottle of Faygo's newest flavor, Cherry Festival. And everyone can take part in Faygo's Cherry Festival sweepstakes. Look for the red cap on any 2-liter Faygo flavor, and you could win a mouth-watering cherry red Pontiac Grand Am GT. The drawing will be held July 3rd on Kelly & Company. Information on today's show will be available on our hotline. Call anytime after 11 at 298-6700. Why not come join our audience for a show? Tickets to Kelly & Company are free and easy to get. Just call 827-9336. Clothing for John Kelly is provided by Graham & Gunn at the Somerset Collection in Troy. Hairstyles and makeup for Marilyn Turner and guests of Kelly & Company are provided by Robin Manoogian of About Face, located in Palazzolo Salon in downtown Royal Oak.